What's going on, trainers? It's your boy Meta Danny back one more again with some more Pokemon Go PvP battles. Now, I'm not a pro, I don't have access to millions of Stardust or thousands of candy, but I'm learning, and I figure I can share some of those lessons with you. With the return of all three leagues, of course I'm gotten straight back to the Great League. So we're going to take a look at the battles that we have in the Great League. The team we're going to be checking out today is actually a team that was put together by another Pokemon Go PvP creator on YouTube. His name is Peng. So in the comments below, actually in the description below, I'm going to put a link to Peng's video about this team. So I decided to give it a try and see how it would do for me. And let's actually see how it goes. I'm gonna start with the battles now because we have quite a few as I describe the team. Okay, so yeah, let's go straight into it actually. All right, so in the team that we're playing with right now, in the lead we're running Alolan Marowak. It quickly became one of my favorite Pokemon, honestly. It's a Ghost and Fire type, and it's running the moves Fire Spin, Bone Club, and Shadow Ball. In the back, we're running Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is a Grass and Steel type, and it is running Bullet Seed, Power Whip, and Flash Cannon. Not Thunder, Flash Cannon. I'll explain that. And in on the Safe Switch, it's Shiftry, Grass and Dark type, running Snarl, Leaf Blade, and Foul Play. So let's take a look at these battles, okay? We've got Toxicroak in the lead, which was a little bit of a neutral matchup. They decided to switch out into Altaria. Altaria does provide a little bit of a problem for this team, but if you combine Pokemon, you can do something against it. I tried to switch, but I was a little too late with it, so I had to shield again. Now I have no shields, but my Ferrothorn will be able to do quite a bit of damage with Flash Cannon. Most people are running Thunder on their Ferrothorns, so it's likely that the opposing player might not be expecting the Flash Cannon. As in this case, it does quite a bit of good neutral damage. I know they're about to throw a Sky Attack, so I throw a Power Whip quickly just to chip away at the damage. And now I know that I'm able to deal with this Altaria. I think the move here is to bring in Shiftry and Snarl down. That'll give me maybe one or two extra Snarls. Yes, that's the move. 1, 2, and that's a lot of energy for Shiftry. Shiftry with an energy advantage? Crazy. In comes Toxicroak, a hard counter for Shiftry. These Leaf Blades are resisted, but look how much damage they do. Yo, that's resisted, yo. That's wild. So I quickly switch into Alolan Marowak to throw a Bone Club. I know they've got a shield. Sadly, I didn't have two back-to-back, so they're able to get to their Mud Bomb, which is going to be super effective, but it's not a powerful move, so I do survive, but I'm not able to get to that Mud Bomb. All right, looks like this is going to be a loss because there's still a whole Pokemon in the back. If I had just managed to get to that Bone Club. Anyway, we live and we learn. There's a Shiftry in the back. Would have been difficult still. But anyway, let's go check out what's going to happen in the second game. By the way, when I started off with this team, I had quite a few mishaps. It wasn't going super smoothly, but as time went on, I was learning the moves and learning the situations. Okay, so Bastiodon in the lead. They call this the Grass Hole team. And if you've ever faced it, you know why. Alright, so Bastiodon switches out. They bring in a Victory Bell. I should bait here because they're gonna shield. They have to shield, I mean. But yeah, I threw the Foul Play. I'm gonna shield this Leaf Tornado, alright. And then I decide to bait. I really shouldn't have baited, I should have gone Foul Play again. Once you go Foul Play the first time, just go Foul Play again. At the very least, you'll take both shields. So anyway, it's fine still because I'm able to bring my Alolan Marowak, which will be able to resist the moves and resist... What you need is something that resists the Razor Leafs. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the strengths and weaknesses of this team. The whole idea is the Fire in the lead will be able to take care of anything that... any Steel. It's the reason why it's running Fire Spin rather than Hex, right? So the Fire type in the lead should be able to take care of the things that might cause a problem for Ferrothorn and Shiftry. You don't find too many Fires in the meta. The only other one probably is Alolan Marowak, and hopefully you'll be able to deal with it with your own Alolan Marowak. But if you do lose the lead, you can switch into Shiftry. That will bring out their Grass counter, and you should be able to get at least a Foul Play or a Leaf Blade off. So at least you'll do some damage, maybe get a shield. But once your Shiftry goes down, you're able to clean up with Alolan Marowak and Ferrothorn, which cover each other really well. And of course, Ferrothorn is great because you don't need to use any shields against Azumarill, which is quite rare for anything in the meta, really. Right, let's see how we're going to deal with this Bastiodon. So, Bastiodon is doing resisted damage with the Smackdowns. So, I'm able to shield here and know that I'll be able to get to multiple Power Whips. It takes a while for Bastiodon to get to his charge moves. Either way, I get the final shield. I quickly switch into my Marowak. This Stone Edge will not KO. Just barely. I'm able to throw the Bone Club. The thing is, Bastiodon has a crazy high defense, which means obviously it's got a low attack. At this point, a single Bullet Seed will take out this Bastiodon. And GG's. Okay, so this team can handle the Grasshole team pretty well. Let's see what else we've got over here. Alolan Marowak in the lead. Alolan Marowak wins quite a few leads actually, but of course, the one that you're going to see a lot of is Azumarill. And that's why there's 2 grass in the back. Let's go up against B-Joy 001. What have you got for us? Skarmory in the lead, perfect. Now, we don't want Skarmory to do anything against the 2 Pokemon in the back. Therefore, we're going to make sure we stick our Alolan Marowak against this Skarmory. So I'm not going to shield, I was counting, and that's just a Sky attack. It does chunk, but not crazily, and they switch perfectly. Like, I even did 1 extra Fire Spin to make sure they don't switch, and they switched. So I switch into my Shiftry. The Shadow Ball is resisted because of Shiftry's Dark typing, but it does do quite a bit of damage. It does more than their Leaf Blade against me. So I'm in a pretty favorable position here, even though they're ahead on energy, and I managed to get the Shiftry pretty low. We CMP tie on that lost Leaf Blade. I'm not going to shield because Leaf Blade won't KO. Good call, but I'd already thrown the Leaf Blade, otherwise it would have been nice to snarl down. Either way, we win the lead, so that's great. We have both shields. In comes Meganium. Nice. So we're going to go back into Marowak. We should shield this up. To be honest, I probably should have gone... Okay, great. So they switched by themselves. This is probably because they're anticipating that I have a Azumarill in the back. Are they not in for a surprise? So I'm going to keep my Marowak in. I'm not going to shield. I'm just going to do as much damage as I can with the Fire Spins. We get it to what? About 60%. And that makes me think, you know what? Let me actually keep doing more damage. And I'm able to get to past 50% of that Meganium. And I'm going to throw multiple Bone Clubs if I can get to them. That should get at least a shield or some health. At this point, they're gonna shield, and they get rid of their last shield. And yeah, even an Earthquake, it's gonna take less than half of my health. So this is pretty much a solid win. Now they quit. They really shouldn't have. Maybe they already know what the team is. But what if my Ferrothorn was running Thunder? Then all my moves are resisted. Meganium could still have taken me out. But anyway, I was running Flash Cannon, so that's a moot point. Okay, so let's see what we got coming up next. Oh yes, I had to pause recording here and then restart it. So let me just do that and get straight back into the battles. We're going up against my 2143. These are rank 8 battles. As you can see, I'm in the 2300 range. Again, we get a good lead. Alolan Marowak into that Meganium. They switch into their Deoxys. I switch into Shiftry. That is a little questionable. It might have been a good idea to stay in with Alolan Marowak. The problem is those Rock Slides are super effective. So I figured if I switch into Shiftry, even though those counters are super effective, I should be able to outpace that Deoxys and get to multiple foul plays if needed. And that's exactly what happens here. What I'm going to do here is shield and snarl down, and then I'm going to have energy on my Shiftry, even though I'll be down 1 shield. But energy on Shiftry is the equivalent of a shield in my opinion, because whatever it is going to take a lot of damage from Shiftry. So they bring back in their Skarmory, or rather they bring in their Skarmory, which is great. It's a great thing we won switch advantage, because Alolan Marowak will be able to deal with the Skarmory pretty well, and Ferrothorn will be able to deal with Meganium. So yeah, at this point, I throw a Bone Club, but in all honesty, I should have just gone straight. I should have gone straight Shadow Ball. They call the bait, and at this point, I've got no option but to just keep going for Bone Clubs. But that's okay, because I'll be able to... hopefully this is not a Brave Bird. I don't think so. Oh, okay, that does quite a bit of damage. But that's okay, because we'll still be able to do quite a bit of damage as well to this Meganium. So they throw, which is great. I was worried they might farm us down. But that's great, because now when we bring in our Ferrothorn, we are gonna bait. I think we should. Let's see what happens here. They throw an Earthquake. It takes me to just under 50%. Oof. We throw a bait, and they call it. Okay, but this was too quick. It has to be a Frenzy Plant. There's no way that it's an Earthquake. It's not gonna... We double resist the Frenzy Plant. Great. They switch into their Skarmory. Oh, we've got 2 Power Whips at this point. So this first Power Whip will take out that Skarmory, even though... Oh, they've got a shield still. Okay. Actually, yeah. I forgot that they had a shield. Nothing that we could do there. Oh well, good game. All right, let's see what happens in the next one. What I should have done over there is I should have just gone straight Flash Cannon, because their win scenario was if I failed the bait. So this is a good lead for us. This Bronzong is going to face our Alolan Marowak. Our Fire Spins are doing super effective damage, and we're able to do super effective damage with both our charge moves. We throw the bait move, which they call, and for that reason I switch quickly. That's because I could see they were getting to a Bulldoze and I didn't want to use a shield. So I switch into my Shiftry, which is going to resist both of those moves and draw out their Grass. Remember, even though I was going to win that matchup with the Alolan Marowak, I need to bring out their Flyer. So I switch into Shiftry, and in comes Skarmory. We're able to get to back-to-back foul plays, which is perfect. They will take us out. Oh no, we get to a Leaf Blade. Ah, sweet. Shiftry is a beast. Yo, Shiftry is so good. So we get a shield. Perfect. We bring in the Alolan Marowak. Let's go. This is great. We wait out the clock so that if we have to switch once we take it down, then we are able to do that. We shield this up. It's likely going to be a Brave Bird. Oh, it's a Sky Attack. That's no problem. We Fire Spin it down. We got a little bit of energy, and we're even on shields. Let's see what they're going to bring in. It's that Bronzong. We throw a Bone Club. This is going to take it out if they don't shield. If they do shield, we'll just match shields and Fire Spin it down. And what's in the back? It's Deoxys. Brilliant. Okay, so the good thing with Deoxys is I'm going to be able to take this shield with Shadow Ball. Oh, again, their only win scenario was if I failed the bait. I can shield this and Fire Spin down. The thing with Deoxys defense is, even though it has counter, Ferrothorn resists both of its charge moves. All 3 of its possible charge moves, rather. So if it's Thunderbolt, Rock Slide, or even Psycho Boost, Ferrothorn resists those. So the counters are doing super effective damage, but you're still probably going to be able to win that match, especially with shields down, because Power Whip and Flash Cannon will do quite a bit of damage. So we win that one, and that's great. All right, let's go into the next set of matches where I was still using the same team. And let's see how it goes. All right, great. We're going to catch that Skarmory. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Still the same team. Marowak in the lead with the 2 grasses in the back. Let's go up against Chocolate Banana. We've now hit 2400. Okay, so we should be able to hit rank 9 soon, as long as we play well enough. So we have a Medicham in the lead. So depending on the moveset, this is a good matchup for us, because we resist the Ice Punch, we resist the Dynamic Punch, Psychic is neutral, and we resist the counters. They have Psychic, so they're able to do a bit of damage against us. They switch into Munchlax. At this point, I'm trying to shift to Shiftry, sorry, but it kept failing. Annoying. So that Lick did quite a bit of damage, and I'm quite behind on energy. This was super annoying. But Shiftry is going to be able to catch up on that energy. I'm going to have to use a shield, unfortunately, so we'll be down a shield, but I'm going to have multiple Leaf Blades to throw at this Munchlax. Munchlax is quite tanky, but just look at how much damage this Leaf Blade does. Oof, what a move, what a Pokemon. If they shield, no worries, we'll shield and we'll be able to get to multiple Leaf Blades again. So they recognize that, and they don't shield, so we're down a shield, but we've got switch advantage, which is great. They bring back in their Medicham. I'm able to get to a Leaf Blade before they counter me down. Perfect. Because this is going to do a lot of damage to this Medicham. Neutral damage, of course. Foul Play would also be neutral, because Medicham is Psychic and Fighting. So I try to do something clever here. I bring in my Ferrothorn to catch what I assume would be the Ice Punch. I didn't think they were going to, or the Psychic rather. And yeah, and then I immediately switch back to my Alolan Marowak. I don't know if that's a great idea, because now I'm switch locked against this Dewgong, and they're going to be able to farm me down. They'll shield up this Shadow Ball probably, farm me down, and they'll have multiple Icy Winds. This is going to be close, because Ferrothorn has a pretty good matchup against Dewgong, because those Ice Shards are neutral. The Icy Wind is neutral, but my attack keeps rocking each time. Power Whip will be super effective, but they've got a shield, so they're just going to shield here. And I don't have a Pokemon to switch to. Oof, this is gonna be close. Okay, so they throw their Icy Wind. I'm double debuffed now, so Power Whip definitely won't be taking them out. But they make a mistake of switching into Medicham, probably to catch my Power Whip, which they didn't have to do. But at this point, I now have a Power Whip and maybe 3/4 of another one. So we get to one, and are we gonna get to the next one? Bullet Seed generates energy so quickly. Boom, second Power Whip. And because of their misplay over there, we're able to get to the second Power Whip and take out this Dugong and win that match with 1 HP and a Dream. Nice. All right. So again, the mistake I had there was the difficulty with switching into Shiftry, and because of that, I had to use a shield. So if next time, I tried to switch, yo. Is the switching mechanic broken or something? Anyway, doesn't matter. I cameo 3. Let's go. Marowak in the lead against Victory Bell. This is a brilliant start. We resist those Razor Leafs, and we're doing super effective damage with that Fire Spin. They switch into Bastiodon. I throw the Bone Club into this Bastiodon, and I quickly switch into Shiftry. The reason I switch into Shiftry is because I know Shiftry is going to struggle a little bit against that Victory Bell. We do resist the Razor Leafs. Razor Leaves? Razor Leafs. The Razor Leaf moves, but Shiftry is quite squishy, so they'll end up doing quite a bit of damage. So I figure I'll bring in the Shiftry, shield once, and I'll be able to get to multiple Leaf Blades and take out this Bastiodon. And in the back, I have Alolan Marowak and Ferrothorn, which between the two of them will be able to handle pretty much, I think, almost anything. Multiple Leaf Blades, as I said, and we've got another one as well. So even when we take out this Bastiodon, we'll still be able to get to another Leaf Blade straight away. Or one more Snarl will get us to a foul play, which we decide to do against this Victory Bell. Will they shield? They don't shield. Down goes the Victory Bell, and they've got a Deoxys in the back. So this is a pretty common team. Deoxys, Victory Bell, and Bastiodon. And it causes a lot of problems. Another variation of this Grasshole team. So I bring in Ferrothorn because Ferrothorn resists all those charge moves. They throw a Thunderbolt, and as you can see, that hardly did anything. I'll be able to get to multiple Power Whips much faster than they're able to get to Thunderbolts. I assume that their other move must be Psycho Boost, because otherwise they probably would have just been throwing Rock Slide. Oh no, they threw Rock Slide. I don't know which one is more energy efficient, but anyway, doesn't matter. So I get to this Power Whip. I think, okay, I switch immediately, and then I'm able to throw a Bone Club. This Rock Slide won't take me out, but I should have thrown the Bone Club. Yeah, I should have thrown that Bone Club quickly. But I throw it again over there. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. Am I gonna make it? Yes, another Bone Club. Perfect. This should be taking out the Deoxys, and we win that game. Nice. Alolan Marowak doing its thing. So, Alolan Marowak can learn Hex, and this season, Hex has been buffed. So a lot of people are running Alolan Marowak with Hex. However, the reason I have Fire Spin on my Alolan Marowak is I specifically need that fire damage for Skarmories that are in the lead. So I need to be able to handle Skarmory. The problem is if I'm running Hex, then I won't be able to handle those Skarmories. And yeah, it's working out well for me. So over here, we switch into our Shiftry. They bring in a Abomasnow. Technically, Abomasnow is a Shiftry counter, but we generate energy a little bit faster than Abomasnow, I believe. And we shield up that Weather Ball. We're able to get to another Leaf Blade. This is likely going to bring out their second shield. However, they will be able to get to another Weather Ball. We let it go, but that's fine because Alolan Marowak will farm it down. To be honest, I shouldn't have shielded. I should have just let my Shiftry go and then brought in Alolan Marowak to farm this down for all the energy in the world. Because both of its moves, Energy Ball and Weather Ball, we resist. Anyway, it's fine. This is bad because we didn't win Switch Advantage. We've now got this Skarmory stuck against our Ferrothorn. Not great. So I'm bluffing that I have a Thunder here, and I'm hoping that I can at least get the shield by throwing this Power Whip. They don't fall for that bluff. At this point, I just have to throw back-to-back Power Whips, do as much damage as possible, and put it all on Alolan Marowak to finish the game, which is not impossible. So, thankfully, the Skarmory decides not to farm me down, which would have been devastating, and they throw their Sky Attack, and I'm able to come back in with Alolan Marowak, and in the back is that Abomasnow, remember? So they have to shield this Alolan Marowak, and, oh, they don't shield this Alolan. Oh, sorry, my bad, I've actually lost track. Yeah, no, this game is lost. Yeah, there's no point. I probably shouldn't even shield. I mean, what's the point? If we had one switch advantage... Ugh, a noise. Look how little this Shadow Ball is going to do. And they're going to shield it anyway, so... Oh well, well tried. I guess we hoped that Alolan Marowak would be able to handle whatever's in the back, but it was not to be. Okay, I don't know why I'm prolonging this game. It's over at this point. Valiant effort still. Because, I mean, look how much we did to that Azumarill. But that's going to go down as a loss. What I should have done, I think, is double shielded my Shiftry. That's what I should have done. Yeah, and gone to any lengths to win switch advantage in that particular game. All right, let's keep going. I paused the recording over there, so let's go to the next set of battles. I hope I'm not losing them. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Same team, Alolan Marowak in the lead, Ferrothorn, then Shiftry. Union Saver 6600, what can you do for us? Let's see. Alolan Marowak in the lead, we're going up against Medicham. It seems the return of Medicham, quite a few Medichams that we've come across. They switch into their Bastiodon. I'm going to power up my Alolan Marowak a little bit. I don't know if that was necessary, but I was thinking that my Shiftry is going to be able to power up its energy much faster than the Bastiodon, so I have a little bit of time and leeway to do that. The problem is, those smackdowns were doing super effective damage against Marowak, so maybe not the best idea. Anyway, so we get our Shiftry in, and we're able to get to multiple Leaf Blades with one shield, so perfect. So we actually get their shield. Perfect! Because at this point, I'm going to make sure that this Shiftry wins switch advantage. We don't want that Medicham to see the Ferrothorn, so we are going to shield here. But what we're going to do is make sure that Shiftry is low, so it can't be farmed down, or they switch. I throw the Foul Play. I should have just thrown the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade is more energy efficient, and they're both neutral. But I figured I want to do the one that just takes the most damage. And then I switch into my Alolan Marowak. I was hoping I'd be able to get their shield, but they call my bluff. And now I just have to commit to Bone Clubs. And are we going to be able to... I have no shields left. So hopefully there's an Ice Punch. Psh, we resist that. Alright, perfect. So we Fire Spin down that Medicham. What's in the back? In comes in that Bastiodon. I doubt they would shield this. I'd be very surprised if they shield this, depending on what they have in the back. We're able to take it out. It's a Lantern. Ooh, so we switch immediately into Ferrothorn, and at this point they recognize the game is over. That Lantern's moves, by the way, are Hydro Pump and Thunderbolt. And Ferrothorn resists both those moves. So even though they had a shield, we would have been able to get to multiple Power Whips. And it takes so long as well, using Water Gun, to get to those two moves for Lantern. Lantern is an interesting pick. I might want to take a look at it sometime. I've got a good PvP Lantern that I've just not powered up. Perfect lead. We've got a Abomasnow in the lead with our Alolan Marowak. They bring in their own Alolan Marowak, and I have to bring in my Shiftry. Shiftry is a good call against Alolan Marowak because the Dark typing threatens, even though we're taking super effective damage from those Fire Spins. We shield up the Shadow Ball, which is perfect. And we're able to get to another Leaf Blade. Hopefully this will get a shield. And can I get to another one? Oh, not quite. This is unfortunate because they're pretty much at a Shadow Ball now. Okay, let's go. We've got no choice but to go in with Marowak and shield this up. But this is fine because Abomasnow... Ooh. Why would I not shield that? Why would I not shield that? Alolan Marowak needs to handle Abomasnow in the back. Oh my goodness. Dan. Danny. Okay. Alright. Let's see what happens here. They're gonna have to shield. So let's bait. I can't believe I didn't shield that. They're likely gonna shield this. Oh, they don't. Okay. We have some play over here. Let's count the bubbles. We're going to be able to get to multiple Power Whips, and we may have to do a sack swap. We have some play. Okay, we throw a Power Whip. I don't know why they wouldn't shield. There's nothing that we can bait with. Okay. Cool, so we're going to shield their move. It's a Play Rough, which is even better for us because it takes that much longer to get to Play Rough than it does to Ice Beam. I think we're going to win this game because I think we can build up to 2 Power Whips by the time... Oh, I remember. My game froze. It just lagged over here. We were going to be able to win this game, but just decided to freeze. Thank you, Niantic. Alright, cool. Whatevs. Very annoying. Very annoying. Okay. Anyway, we finished that set. Yeah, so that's been a showcasing of that team. Big shout out to Caleb Peng for putting it together. I've really enjoyed it. It's gotten me some points. It did get me close to getting to rank 9, but not quite at rank 9. But still, it had its plays, and I really enjoy that team. All right, so that's the matches that we had for you over here on this particular video. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed that, please like, subscribe. For now, Meta Danny signing out.